It's been nearly a year now that I'm working with Spongeguru, and how it came about was I was detailing a car and I was having struggles with trying to get a bit on the aero on a Lotus Electra. Now, if you're familiar with a Lotus Electra, they've got bloody aero everywhere, and so trying to get into these nooks and crannies to get this dirt out, I wasn't going to be beaten. And so, after watching a video from Dave Walker at Waxstock about Spongeguru, I found that I have an 18-inch wand that I could get into this aero, and I bought it. And so, after that, I started to do a video on wheel woolies, wheel brushes, wheel woolies, all things to do with wheel cleaning to try and help you guys be more efficient and understand it. And at the time, there was a big craze around the Chinese wheel woolies that you could bend to get behind the spokes. And I found them really, really cool to use. But then, I realised that these advertised as wheel sponges, and so I decided to have a go mid-video. And I was doing a live on YouTube, which is still there now.
We're going to test something now, because I've been sent, I bought something, I saw something. Dave's Perfect Car Show, and quite a few of the lads were using these on a video the other day. And I don't know if you've heard them, but they're called Hygan sponges. And they've got long sticks on them. That's a really good tool. I like that. Oh God, yeah. That, I don't know if you can hear that. Lads, we love squeaky clean, don't we? Let's be fair. Does that fit in there? Ooh. Close enough. Yeah, it does. Interesting. Okay. Not as tight. You have to let me know what you think of that. And I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. And it was like one of these situations where you just go, wow. And I don't have that wow factor every single day when I'm detailing, especially around products when you've used so many things. But I was like, wow. Because one of the biggest things you'll find when you're using a wheel woolly or wheel brush, or when you're doing wheels, is when the wheels are wet, it's really hard to see iron fallout on the wheels, because when it's wet, it sort of covers up and it's hidden. But then when it dries off, you sort of see a bit and you see where you missed a bit. So this is where this whole thing unraveled on this live, where I was using this wheel sponge and I couldn't believe, A, in my head, how much safer it felt, B, how much more enjoyable it was to use, and C, I was getting feedback straight away on the sponge to see if there was any dirt on there. I've got this real phobia of these, that they're going to be these flash in the pan things that someone's tried to fix something. Look at that. How can I miss that, right? And so I thought, wow, as a hairdresser, I've been taught by the biggest names in the industry about how to cut hair, and everything was always about cross-check your work before you move on. And so with this, it gave me the ability to use all these tools in a way that I could see if there was any dirt on them. And so this started this relationship, and so I made a video, Sandra watched it from Spongeguru, loved it, and then I sort of started to give critique. It feels quite nice. Just worried about if it gets caught on something, is it going to tear? And I can feel it already on those. But I'll tell you what it is doing. And there's the other one, is in the calipers there. I love to teach, I love to consult, I love to make sure that brands get the best out of their products, and also give some really good valuable advice about it, because it's just in my nature to do it. And so if you have been mentored by me for the past 5 years, you know exactly what I'm saying. But for those who are new, this is why I'm passionate about certain products. And so it leads me on to the development process of what we've done with Spongeguru. And it's been unbelievable so far. Trying to overhaul the fear of sponges in this industry was going to be a tough task. The detail industry's got a real thing about sponges, like we're living back in the 1980s, and it's completely different. So look at these sponges. What I can say is that these are soft, nice and soft. And when you look at the softness compared to these, you can definitely tell that is not soft. That is not soft. That is definitely not soft. And these are definitely not soft. And as you can see now, my big man from James at Waxed Away has taken these on as an order, and we've got more and more resellers that are interested in selling these products because they work. The PVD, the IDA, all the best detailers I know are using these products, but they don't make content because they're detailers. They're not content creators. And so they're really interested in these products. And so for you guys that want to better your details, want a more affordable products, something that's going to be really cool is these new products that we're going to be releasing. And that is these two products right here. Okay, so look at my little baggie. I'm like a Spongeguru drug dealer. Look at me, sponge bananas. It's because I want to keep these in good condition. So
So these are the two tools in my hand. And so one of the biggest problems we've had is the length of these. And if you've seen some of my latest videos, you've seen me using this on really tricky alloy wheels, and I think it's phenomenal. And with some still development going on for different shapes of Spongeguru products. But now you can see this is a tool that hasn't been released yet, and this cone, I think, is going to be really, really helpful. Having the sawed-off tips means I can use this like a pencil to get into the electric window switches, all into the little door card areas where you get it stuck into the corners where all the brushes sort of fray out and you're trying to get in there. It makes life really, really hard. Into air vents, just even into the seat runners, just areas of the vehicle. They're just making life a lot easier. And so I've given little teasers on Instagram already that these were coming, but they are now live on the website and you can get them now. But there's another opportunity for you. You can get these with a discount code using OIOI20 because I love you. And second of all, you can get these even for free and the ultimate car care sponge kit if you can find a really cool name for these. So down in the comment section, I want you to think of what you can call these that I think will make the detailists remember what they are. And so if you can do that, you can get a free set of these, and we're going to send you out the ultimate sponge care kit, which has got tons of products in there, and you're going to get it for free. And so let me know what you think of these. I think they're awesome. I can't wait to get them into the detailers' hands to find out what they think of them as well. They are live. Go and check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.